Thank you. So I'm going to provide an update on the sea lamprey control program in Lake Michigan, what we accomplished in 2014 and what we got on the docket for this year. See if I can get this thing to work. So let's revisit the fish community objective and the targets that are applicable to the sea lamprey control program in Lake Michigan. First off, the objective is to suppress the sea lamprey to allow the achievement of other fish community objectives. The targets: adult sea lamprey abundance in Lake Michigan is 59,000 plus or minus 13,000, and lake trout marking rate is 5 A1, A3 marks per 100 fish greater than 21 inches. So I'm going to follow this outline for 2014. Lampricide control, larval and adult assessment, barriers, risk management, other activities, or alternative forms of control. I'm going to do the same for 2015. So lampricide control, we applied lampricide to 22 streams in 5 lentic areas last year. We had one deferral, Bills Creek and the Whitefish River drainage. That was deferred to this year along with the rest of the Whitefish River drainage. So in the mix, 6 streams and 3 lentic areas were treated as part of the large-scale treatment strategy, the goal of which is to reduce sea lamprey production in the high-producing streams. So 2014 was the first year of back-to-back treatments of the Muskegon and the Jordan Rivers. It was the second year of back-to-back treatments of the Manistee, Ford, Cedar, Betsy, and White Rivers. And everybody remembers last year. I don't because I wasn't here. But apparently it was a hellacious year. We had to postpone a number of treatments, such as the Ford, Cedar, and other systems to later in the year, so that resulted in a few schedule changes which we accommodated. State Creek was treated for the first time since 1986. The Muskegon River, which is the largest producer of sea lamprey in the Lake Michigan Basin, was treated in September of last year at the request of the Michigan DNR and the Little River Band of Ottawa Indians, under the premise that it would allow juvenile sturgeon to grow to a larger size and hopefully be more resilient and capable of surviving during a lampricide treatment. Despite our best intentions, despite our best intentions and a well-orchestrated, well-done treatment, we still experience sturgeon mortality. The Manistee River, greater than 300 miles, are currently infested with sea lamprey. We treated an additional 25 miles of system last year. Larval assessment. In total, we assessed 172 streams, 17 lentic areas. 19 of these were indexed for abundance. We had 91 stream detection surveys. We did post-treatment evaluations in 41 streams, and as a result, we're going to retreat Maddox, Marblehead, and Lakota Creeks this year. Aaron Jubar, our assessment supervisor in Ludington, and his staff did a larval juvenile production potential assessment in the Grand River. They looked at 35 tributaries above 6th Street Dam. They found native lamprey in 25 of those tributaries. And Aaron told me last week that based on his initial analysis, that if sea lamprey were to escape into the upper Grand River, it would be the largest producer in the Lake Michigan Basin, and it would be very expensive to treat, as you might expect. Okay, adult assessment. We trapped 17 tributaries last year. We captured about 9,700 adult lamprey, and based on that, we estimated lake-wide abundance of 59,700 adults in Lake Michigan. So let's visit our, did we attain our targets last year? So as far as sea lamprey adult abundance, we are within target. We're doing very well in regards to adult numbers. The 5-year average is 74,000 is above target, but as you can see from the graph, the slope is negative, so we're doing well. Marking rate, the target is 5. We've been hovering at 10 marks for the last half a dozen years. So the 5-year average is above target, but we're holding steady. We're doing well. The barrier part of our program, staff assessed 149 structures across the basin, assessing these structures for their potential to block lamprey. So all of these structures were ground truth. That information was then put into our BIPS database. Okay, I've got several projects that staff worked on I want to talk about in a little bit more detail for a couple of minutes anyway. The Manistique River. So the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is the lead agency administering this project. They're going to construct a sea lamprey barrier to replace the deteriorating structure on the Manistique River. The existing Manistique Paper Dam was identified as the most feasible site for a new barrier. Project's currently on hold while the Michigan DEQ completes a review of the permit and wetland mitigation requirements. Okay, the Kewaunee River in Wisconsin. The state of Wisconsin passed legislation to provide some supplemental funding for improving the barrier on the Kewaunee. Service is currently working with the state of Wisconsin to move this project forward. Boardman River. Service has been working with Traverse City Parks and Recreation on this particular project. The last couple of years we've done both sea lamprey nest and larval surveys, seeing if there's any production above the Union Street Dam. So far we haven't found any, but we're going to continue to look. Little Manistee, once again the Corps is a lead agency in this project to replace the current dam at the Michigan DNR egg take facility. The current barrier height is insufficient to prevent lampreys from migrating upriver. The Corps is going to pursue this project under GLIFR program, and apparently they're going to prepare a preliminary restoration plan this year. Pierre Marquette, the electrical barrier's been decommissioned. That's good news. White River, the Corps once again is a lead agency on this project. They want to build a sea lamprey barrier. This project is on hold due to fish passage concerns expressed by Michigan DNR. The Grand River, this is one I alluded to a couple minutes ago. City of Grand Rapids, along with some citizens groups, want to have this dam removed, create a whitewater enthusiast park. A new inflatable crest structure has been proposed approximately 1 mile upstream of the current location. And I know our staff and Commission Secretariat staff have been involved in these discussions. And this is one that we have to keep sea lamprey on the docket for consideration. Okay, Trail Creek, this is the last one. Service personnel placed about 40 tons of big riprap on the east bank downstream of the barrier to repair and prevent erosion. The fish ladder modifications were completed to operate the ladder as a pool and weir fishway for fall Chinook migration. Okay, Jessica Barber did 17 barrier consults last year with partners in 12 streams, and out of those we only had 1 no concurrence on the Root River. Risk management, Cheryl Kay et al. We're working with USGS in La Crosse on niclosamide concentration field tests, looking at concentrations in the sediment and water columns following treatments with granular baleoside and plots off the mouths of Hog Island Creek and the Peshtigo River. So this was in lentic situations. And some of the alternative methods of control that we worked with our partners. USGS at Hammond Bay was continuing to look at the use of pheromones to enhance trapping activities. The service provided field support to Michigan State with Alarm Q field trials at Carp Lake Outlet. So in the Big South branch of the Pierre Marquette, we attempted to trap out-migrating juveniles in the spring with fyke nets and screw traps. We didn't have any luck, but we're going to continue to pursue this option. 2015, we're going to treat 21 streams in 4 lentic areas. 5 streams, 2 lentic areas are part of our continuing large-scale treatment strategy in Lake Michigan. Larval assessment's going to be very busy. They're going to assess 118 streams, 11 lentic areas. We're going to index larval populations for abundance on 8 streams. We're going to evaluate treatments on 26 streams. We're going to evaluate a barrier on the Big Sauble, look for recruits in 41 historically negative streams, and collect larvae for research. I'm tired just saying that. Okay, you've heard in the last couple of days that we're migrating away from using the spawner index to the adult index. We think this will be a better estimator of adult abundance. As a result, we're going to focus our trapping efforts just in those systems where we typically collect the greatest number of adults. These systems have a strong trapping history and they're spatially distributed across the basin. Okay, we're going to continue to focus attention on these 4 systems this year. Risk management is going to continue to work with USGS on testing niclosamide concentrations in sediment and water column following granular Balyoside applications, this time in Lodic systems. And some of the other activities us and partners will be involved with, continuing looking at new trapping designs, ongoing pheromone and alarm cue research. We're going to try to improve on our zero catch with trapping out migrants, and we're going to look at using pulse DC current as trap leads. Okay, just to summarize, I want to focus on how well we attain our targets. So sea lamprey adult abundance of about 59,700, we are within target. At the last State of the Lake report, I understand that Jeff Slade reported that the adult population estimate was greater than 80,000, and compare that to the 2007 peak of greater than 160,000. So I think we're doing quite well. So the 2014 marking rate of 10 mirrors the last State of the Lake report, but it's been relatively steady over the last 5-6 years, and compare that to the 2007 peak of about 25 marks. I think that's all I have.